Hello everyone, and a very happy Thanksgiving to anyone celebrating. Today, we're going to take it easy and celebrate WoW style by taking a look at the few of the game's most interesting consumables. There are no shortage of interesting foods and consumables with fun effects and buffs in World of Warcraft. Some are crafted, some found in the world from events, and some simply bought from vendors. First one on our list is a classic, dating back to the early days of vanilla WoW. Savory Deviate Delight. The recipe for Savory Deviate Delight can be found randomly on any mob in the Barrens. It requires nothing more than deviate fish, some mild spices, and a touch of love. The transformation isn't too crazy. It either turns you into a human pirate or makes you invisible. But it deserves a special place on this list because it was one of, if not, the first fun transformation item players would find in the game. It's also worth noting, by the way, that the fish itself has some interesting effects too. Brew. So what better to wash down some Deviate Delight than with a delicious dark iron dwarven ale? It's a bit strong, sure, but these guys know what they like. This one isn't too hard to obtain, albeit a little out of the way. Just head to Blackrock Mountain and into the Blackrock Depths dungeon. Do note though that you will have to do the dungeon. I tested this on an actual dark iron dwarf and it does not work in their version of Shadowforge City. Then again, I'm not sure why you need it if you were already a dark iron dwarf. But anyway, talk to this fine gentleman right here brewing up a batch, and after a few drinks he'll pass out and you can loot a mug of the ale of your very own. This lasts for an hour and persists out of the dungeon, so save it to use somewhere special. For when the dire brew just isn't enough to drown out your uncle who won't stop talking about politics, there's the Iron Boot Flask, an item you can get in the Storm Peaks for a modest amount of relics after completing a quest chain. This one will turn you into an iron dwarf, and unlike its darker cousin, it's actually iron. Also, unlike its darker cousin, this form actually has a chance to shoot out sparks when struck, though they don't really do any noticeable damage, unfortunately. Next up is the Underbelly Elixir. So after a few dire brews, iron boot flasks, and some judgmental questions about your life choices, you're probably caring a lot less about what's going into your body. Perfect time to pick up some Underbelly Elixir. As in real life, drinking it can cause several fun effects, like turning you into a flying hornet or a Tuskar with a massive bonus to fishing skill. They can be looted all over the underbelly and, well, wait, what is... Oh, wow, these drinks are really starting to get to me. Blubbrey Muffins! Okay, and speaking of Tuskar, this dessert will not only help you absorb the copious amounts of elixirs, but will quite simply turn you into a glorious Tuskar. And in the end, there's a rare beauty found in such simple pleasures. All right, that brings us to the end of the list. I hope you are all having a wonderful Thanksgiving or day, and we'll be here with more content soon. But for now, I need to go stuff my face with consumables and hide from judgmental relatives. Bye, everybody.